rumbling the anime community, orchestrating the craziest plot twists, and designing a main character who has an absurd amount of Black Air Force energy. Hajime Isayama has masterfully crafted a series which has kept moving forward into a territory only a handful of anime have dared to enter. Attack on Titan has become the legendary series it was always destined to be, by surpassing all of its competition and in a way that none of you would have ever expected. From episode 1 to AE7, the series has been filled with unpredictable, high quality, passionate scenes which amaze you every single time. So I want to dissect how Attack on Titan has become such a colossal series, and I want to do that by tackling the internet breaking moments as well as the fine, meticulous details you might have missed. However, in order to do this, you and I need to head back to the beginning where this incredible journey began. Since the beginning, Attack on Titan has always been something special. The bizarre, eerie atmosphere, the unusual yellow-tinted drawings, the world was a gateway to intrigue and curiosity. Abnormal-looking giants terrifyingly took over your soul, hooking you to the show as you desperately wanted to know, how exactly will humanity win against these formidable threats? Eren's desire for freedom, Erwin's quest to find the truth, and Armin's dream to reach the ocean, these were powerful reasons to immerse yourself into this unique, distinctive world. From the very first episode, you knew this was going to be an incredible journey, and in 2013, it completely took off. Insane dynamic Odeon gear scenes, Titan heads flying, Marco dying, deep heartwarming moments, and Levi beating the shit out of Eren. Isayama created a highly addictive story, meaning you were trapped within the walls of this world right from the start. Characters like Mikasa, Eren and Levi effortlessly enchanted you through some beautifully choreographed scenes of action, excitement and hype, whilst crucial information and details were purposely concealed to keep you mindlessly watching for hours and hours. And if it wasn't for Wit Studios' orgasmic animation and Hiroyuki Sawano's heavenly soundtracks, I firmly believe AOT would not be as popular as it is today. These two parties took Isayama's fairly solid premise and transformed it into something that could shatter records. However, even though season 1 was incredibly enticing and addictive, it didn't quite feel complete or refined. Like, sure, as much as Eren has dramatically evolved over time, at the beginning he was more of a typical shonen mainstream protagonist, where he was driven and tenacious towards his goals but had a very simple way of thinking. Combined with the very limited information we had about the world, during the long 4-year gap between season 1 and 2, the level of hype heavily declined. So in order to bring back that initial excitement and exuberance, the unthinkable needed to happen, and it did. It was during season 2 and 3 where myself and many others truly started to feel passionate and excited for what we were experiencing. Mysterious time shifters, underground factions, political discussions, cryptic memories and subtle clues to future events, AOT began to steadily evolve way past this initial premise. For me, there were a few episodes in season 2 and 3 which displayed sparks of genius, elevating the anime's popularity and completely changing the story forever. So I want to dissect those moments in more detail, exploring why they were so incredible, starting off with revealing the identity of the Armored and the Colossal without any build-up or suspense, but instead, in a casual background conversation, required massive balls and creativity. Every single frame was designed to make you feel an emotion you had never felt before. The meticulous detail during every second of the transformation, the destructive and bold choice of music, and the pure passion from the voice actors crafted a perfect scene. Who would have thought that this irrelevant sideman would turn out to be my man Colossal himself? However, this unpredictability is exactly why you're so glued to every second of AOT. The fact that anything can happen at any moment keeps you theorizing and guessing. This episode displayed and executed the feelings of betrayal, shock and confusion expertly, but it also kickstarted the beginning of Reiner's character. Reiner has been portrayed as a very complex character throughout the entire story. To be a warrior or to be a scout, morally what is right and what is wrong? These questions overloaded Reiner's head, splitting him into two as he forcefully had to choose a side. Isayama's characters are not simply one-dimensional or formulaic, but are intricately designed like real humans with complex layers of writing. Zeke, Eren, Grisha, Gabby and Reiner, to name a few, are all involved in massive controversial debates because of how ambiguous and complex they are, where they don't behave according to a specific set of morals, but instead act in genuine realistic ways, often displaying questionable traits like selfishness, betrayal and revenge. In this particular scene, a lot of you guys probably hated Reiner and Bertold, but I personally felt a sense of admiration for them because I could see how broken and conflicted they were. I mean, Reiner is like the only character who has taken more L's than Galliard himself, and you guys know that Galliard takes L's. But even after these countless failures, Reiner is still the only person who has consistently opposed and challenged Eren to the bitter end. But this scene will always remain special because it is the one that started it all. From here onwards, Attack on Titan continued to throw some phenomenal moments straight at your face, and the popularity of the show kept on rising. Levi vs Kenny showcased an energetic, high-octane battle where you witnessed two clever fighters trying to outsmart each other, whilst the mesmerizing animation left you in awe. Then out of nowhere, Historia became incredibly important, yet again showing Isayama's ability to utilize every single character at his disposal. And one of my favourite moments in season 3, which is not talked about enough, is when Eren realized the meaning of his mother's words. He's already special because he was born into this world. At first glance, this is a very simple scene, but in the context of the entire show, it's a meaningful revelation that was delivered in a beautiful way, shaping Eren's core ideology. So as we continue to get closer and closer to the basement, the core structure of the world slowly began to crumble. The plot kept twisting and turning, hidden truths were revealed, and eventually we reached the turning point.